What is my Div 3? It's animation about marine biology. So I kind of want to make a science exhibit as if it was in a museum and have lots of different pieces about marine biology and have them be very interactive and engaging and get other people excited about marine science. Generally, a committee is made up of one chair and one committee member. The chair is sort of the lead advisor and the member is there to offer other advice, sort of provide a balance. Their job is to help me along my path towards my final project by advising me and meeting with me and answering questions and critiquing my work.
You want to entertain, you want to educate, you want to explore a couple of new modes of animation. Is there something that's most important to you? Are all of those equally important? Are you trying to cover a certain corner of the marine biology field as well? Or does it kind of not matter what the subject is as long as you hit those three goals that I just listed?
I mean, I'm definitely focusing on invertebrates. I mean, a lot of stuff that most people don't know about. I mean, I think the main reason that I'm doing the thing as a whole is because there's so many cool things that I have learned that, I mean, I didn't know and I'm sure most people don't know. And I guess I think it's cool, and I want other people to know about it. Everyone likes, seals and whales, and we know a lot about them, but there's so many other things in oceans that we don't know about. I want to focus more on sparking an interest so that people can go and then learn more, because I think one of the challenges is learning how to present nonfiction information in a way that's not boring.
You're doing this as a potentially serious, actual museum-style installation addressed towards people of a certain age. I think this is a serious part of your undertaking. It's not just about plopping stuff down on a table or even 5 tables,
right.
But how do you move a viewing audience, engage them in a space, and get them from one thing to the other? I think that you're probably going to want to consult with someone who has done museum curating.
And then a big challenge will be, the presentation. And I mean, if I wanted touch screens, where would I get those? Logistic things like that.
So let's say you've got all of your animations done and they all work on the computer. How long do you think you need to get them installed in the gallery and working the way you want them to work?
Right, like the more you diverge from the environment in which you're building things to this environment where random people are going to walk up and interact with them, the more time you're going to want. But right, call it a couple of weeks. Call it the month of April, just to be safe.
Right.
Okay, so now you're in March. And so by the end of March, you'd have what you're calling finished experiences, right? Things are sort of done from the programming and the art perspective. And what is it now, 5? Let's say it's 5 things?
Okay.
Okay. So when did they get done?
Knowing the way I like to work is with a bunch at the same time.
Really? Okay.
But it might be wiser to do one at a time, just because it'd probably be helpful to do one and get it finished and know that it's finished.
What I think is a good way to work is take the simpler, don't work on the most complicated, and make your way all the way through the process, right? And get there as fast as you can, because what you're going to discover by doing that is that there are these huge caverns that you didn't know existed, and things that you didn't even know were there are going to take a lot more time, be a lot more complicated than you thought they were, and things that scare you right now you might discover are a lot simpler than you imagined.
I think this idea of picking one and forging ahead will be the best teacher you could offer yourself right now.
Sometimes it's hard to not just dive into your project because you get really excited about it, but when you plan it out beforehand, it really helps in the long run because you can solve a lot of the problems before you even begin.